2021 was not a good year for film photography. Supply chain issues, global film shortages, and price rises led to a wave of discontent, with many film photographers burning their berets and crying into their soy lattes. But over the last few months, a wave of new announcements has gladdened the heart of film photographers everywhere and emptied out their wallets. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking all of the latest film announcements from 8 right down to number 1. In 8th place, I've put KosmoFoto's Agent Shadow. Things started out so brightly for Agent Shadow after a successful Kickstarter campaign in August 2021. Unfortunately, Agent Shadow has been hit by wave after wave of production delays. Of course, this is not a brand new film, but it is a rebranded film just like KosmoFoto's Mono 100. So KosmoFoto were waiting for their manufacturer to actually put Agent Shadow into production. Now, word around the campfire is that this film bears an uncanny resemblance to Kenmire 400. I can neither confirm nor deny that because I don't really know. So because of the unfortunate delays and the fact this isn't a new film, I've decided to put it in at number 8. However, I do wish KosmoFoto all the best with this. They sold a lot of it and I hope that people will be very, very happy with it. On a positive note, KosmoFoto do have the best branding in film photography and I'll proudly put one of these boxes up on my shelf. In 7th place is probably a controversial pick, Kodak Gold 200 in 120 format. Of course, Kodak Gold 200 is not a new film and it's not even new to the 120 format, but we welcome it back after a 25-year hiatus. Of course, thousands upon thousands of photographers have been begging Kodak to produce Gold 200 in 120 format for years, and Kodak have finally listened. The reason I've put this in number 7 is quite simple though. I've seen a lot of images over the last few weeks. People are proudly sharing their Gold 200 in 120 format pictures on social media, and I'm really happy that people are loving it and the results look fantastic. However, the production of Gold 200 in 120 format seems to come at a cost, and that cost is Kodak's consumer line of films. Of course, if you wanted to buy Kodak Gold 200 in 35mm, or if you want to buy Ultramax 400 in 35mm lately, the supply has been very limited, and even when stocks do come into your local store, they seem to disappear as soon as they arrive. So this is why I'm kind of annoyed at Kodak. They seem to have prioritized this over a steady supply of their existing products. Now, during the pandemic, of course, it has been said that Kodak prioritized the professional lines of their film, Portra 160, Portra 400, Portra 800. And if you look very carefully at the box of Kodak Gold in 120 format, what word appears? Professional. Yes, that's right, they've bumped this up to the professional line, and it seems the consumer stocks are taking a back seat, which I'm a little bit miffed at, but hey, that's life. You've also got the bizarre situation where FuguFilm are selling 200 speed film with almost an identical datasheet to Kodak Gold 200, leading many to believe that in North America, this latest Fuji 200 speed film is actually Kodak Gold by another name. Bizarre. In 6th and 5th places, I have 2 films by German film manufacturer Orwo. Coming in at number 6, I have Wolfen NP100. Orwo Wolfen NP100 was announced in late April 2022. It's a new black and white film. The company described it as an exceptionally fine-grain 100 ASA 36 exposure black and white photographic film. Wolfen NP100 is being made on a strictly limited edition basis. Only 36,000 DX-coated canisters will be made. Orwo say that Wolfen NP100 differs from its stablemate Wolfen UN54 because it has an additional dyed anti-halation layer, which improves sharpness. UN54 has previously been sold as Lomography Potsdam. Also on the back of this announcement is the launch of Orwo's online film shop, which is very exciting because now you can buy Orwo single canisters of film direct from them. Previously, you could only buy bulk rolls. If you wanted single canisters, you had to buy under the Lomography name. The only criticism I would have for this is that there's not a lot of detail about this new film and there's not a lot of images, something which we'll see in the next film as well. Coming in at number 5 is the latest announcement, Orwo's color cinema film, Orwo NC500. Now, Orwo teased a color cinema film last August 2021, but it was only a few days ago that they announced that this would be a color cinema film, 500 speed, but it would not be an ECN2 film with remjet, it would actually be a C41 film. So that threw people off a bit. People were not expecting this, but it's very, very positive news for all of us who use a lab and just send off the film to the lab. Once again, there aren't many details about this film. The only thing they say on the website is that at the core of our new color film lies a unique chemical formula based on the wonderful and legendary Agfa stock last used in the Oscar-winning film Out of Africa. And again, there are not many sample images of this film. The first image looks quite intriguing. It's a nice portrait with some colors in the background there. I actually thought that Orwo had discovered a time machine because the dude in that picture looks like Daniel Day-Lewis circa 1995. The other 3 images they put up there, look, they're not great. I mean, if you've got to show off a color film, at least have colorful scenes. These other images they put up there are quite odd. And Orwo, if you're watching this, if you want some lovely, vibrant, rich, colorful scenes, send a couple of your films out to me and Lucy Lumen here in beautiful sunny Queensland. We will get you those amazing color sample images. Pre-orders for this new color cinema film launch on June the 1st, just a few days away at orwo.shop. Coming in at number 4 is Japan Camera Hunter's Fugu 400 speed slide film. This was announced on the same day as Cinestill 400D and Kodak Gold 200 in 120, and it was a bit of a surprise like the other 2 films. There wasn't much detail with this announcement, which led to speculation that this was some kind of freezer stock that was just being rebadged. However, a few days later, Japan Camera Hunter came out and said this was a brand new 400 speed color slide film that they've been working on for 3 years. So to do this without any kind of crowdfunding or investment is very, very exciting news, and bravo to Japan Camera Hunter for pulling this off. Now, fugu means pufferfish in Japanese, of course, the consumption of which can be lethal to humans if not prepared correctly. On the JCH website, they say the name was originally a joke about a Simpsons episode where Homer ate a fugu. The packaging looks bright, colourful, and a little bit garish, but I do really quite like it. I hope that this will be a success. I don't shoot a lot of slide film, but given a good price and good shipping rates, I will definitely buy some of this. Coming in at number 3 is Lomography's Turquoise film. Now, if you'd asked me at the start of this year which film I was looking forward to most, Turquoise would be at the top of the list. Lomography Turquoise was a popular color shift film that was first released in 2015. The film transforms everyday colors into shades of deep emerald, cobalt, and cyan, while tints of blue fade into gorgeous golden gradients. Since it was discontinued in 2017, rolls have changed hands on eBay for ridiculous sums of money. So if you still have some of the old Turquoise in your fridge or freezer and you wanted to sell it for a profit, you might have missed the boat. Pre-orders went on sale in November 2021 on Lomography's website in 3 different formats, 35mm, 120 and 110 format. This time round, it's an updated formula for Turquoise, so it'll be interesting to see what results this new film has. Now, the full name of the film is LomoChrome Turquoise XR100-400, and like Lomography's purple film, Turquoise is a variable ISO film. So there's no DX code for 35mm canisters. You can rate this film anywhere from ISO 100 to ISO 400, and you'll get different results across that spectrum. It's very, very exciting news from Lomography. I hope they will be releasing new films in the future. In particular, I would love them to release one of their X-Pro Slide 200 speed films. I love that film, but let's wait and see. Now, there's only 2 more films to rank, but I've got a favor to ask. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. And if that subscribe button down below is still red, please click on it. I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. Okay, for the last 2 films, it was a very, very tough choice. But in the end, I've gone with the film for number 1 that I've already shot. So that means in number 2, I've put Cinestill 400D. So Cinestill 400D was announced in April, and they had like a crowdfunding campaign where you went on their website and you pre-ordered what you wanted. There was different formats, there was 35mm, there was 120, there was large format, and close to the end there was 220 format as well, which a lot of people are very excited about. I got on there straight away and ordered my rolls, and to my great surprise and delight, they arrived last week. So the D in 400D does not stand for daylight, it stands for dynamic. Cinestill claim that this film has a pretty amazing exposure latitude. They say that it can be exposed from ISO 200 to ISO 800 with normal processing and be push processed up to ISO 3200. On the 35mm canisters, there's 3 checkboxes where you can indicate to your lab that you want it pushed 1 stop, 2 stop, or 3 stops. So at the time of doing this video, I've actually got 2 rolls in cameras. I have 1 roll in my FuguFilm Class S, which I'm shooting at box speed, ISO 400. And with the other roll, I stuck an ISO 1600 sticker on it. I put it in my Natura, and I'm gonna ask my lab to push it 2 stops. I'm really excited to have a look at that and see what the results are like. Unlike a couple of other new films, there is a DX code on Cinestill 400D. So if you want to put it in a point and shoot where you can't set the film speed manually, whack it in, it'll load it up at ISO 400. In first place is a film that I've featured extensively on this channel, and you're probably sick of hearing about, Adox Color Mission 200. I really love this film. It was announced in March, I ordered some, it arrived. I've shot 4 rolls so far. In my first video on this channel, I shot 2 rolls through my Contax G1, and in my 4th video on this channel, I shot a roll through my Contax T3 and my FuguFilm Class S. I absolutely adore the images and the colors from this film. They're absolutely fantastic. It hasn't got the widest exposure latitude, so it will be a really interesting juxtaposition between the results from Adox Color Mission and Cinestill 400D. And if you missed the first batch, there's good news. Miyako from Adox left a comment on my first Adox video this morning saying a new batch of Color Mission 2 Helios is on the way. I won't tell you any more about Adox Color Mission other than if you haven't already, go and check out my other videos and you'll find out all about it, and there's a ton of sample images there as well. So what did you think of me ranking the new films? Did I get it right or did I get it horribly wrong? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please give this video a like and tell me what rankings you'd give the films down below.